Good morning. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday. We are mid-month. How did everybody do in that full moon energy? How's that been for everybody? Are you feeling it? I heard somebody say it was like coming out of a wormhole. Anybody feel the coming out of the wormhole experience? I don't know if I actually felt that, but I do definitely feel like I'm in a clearing. I'm in a space where I'm like, wow, what is possible? There's a bit of a glare on the screen. I apologize if it's difficult to see. Little Palo Santos, clear the air. So this energy is like, how would you describe it? It's like being in this completely open space of opportunity where you've pulled some things together. Like you're like on this like experience of really allowing for, you're receiving downloads that are giving you inspiration to create a lot of really cool things. And now this is like, what am I going to do with these things? How am I going to execute these things? What exactly am I going to do with all this new knowledge? How is that going to translate into my life as something abundant in terms of an actual experience of 3D reality? The thoughts that come in with all that creativity and inspiration, that's abundance. How are you going to now translate that into something that actually exists in the 3D plane? Okay, so that's kind of this like space of like, oh my gosh, where do I go here? What do I do here? There's so much opportunity for something to be really cultivated in this magical, abundant opportunity. I'm reading this book. I wanted to read an excerpt out of it, but it's like when you start to cultivate, this really powerful manifestation space. So your soil is so ripe to be, sown, where you put your seeds in and they're just so happy in that space. Okay, let's see where we go here. Conception, root chakra, earth. Yeah, this is that energy of really being in this open space of things, coming into you're manifesting through focused awareness and intention. You're like really in this space of being able to like really be focused and aware of the intention in which you're creating from, which gives you this very grounded physical, like tangible opportunity to make a 3D reality out of your thoughts. That's exactly what's actually being manifested here. It's like when things start to unfold, when the frequency, the vibration, and the thought come together, that's when the actual manifestation of the conceptual idea becomes an actual tangible 3D reality. So that's kind of, this is the space in which that becomes the next iteration. I've been using that word a lot lately. This is where this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where it starts happening. And you are going to start to see things show up. Like that you can tangibly with your senses. See, feel, taste, hear, touch. Okay? So let's see. Interesting. Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, Five of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Hanged Muse, Justice, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, World, Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? All right, so there's something that's gonna be sort of, there's gonna be a moment here. You're going to feel some grief around your experience related to your stability, and you're gonna feel a little bit of some heavy burden. But because you've been really spending some time getting balanced and creating some real good energy around your 5D reality, like your 5D experience of things really being in alignment with that higher self, it's going to give you a new perspective on what does cause you stress and strife. And you're gonna, as a result of that, continue to pull into your reality some shifts and changes related to your mindsets that have maybe kept you in a particular lack mentality. And there is an opportunity for this cycle to end and you to really move in the direction of like confident abundance. So things might shift a little, and that might feel really uncomfortable, and you might feel a bit of a loss in that frequency. But as you move forward in your mind by seeing what has kept you in a cycle, it will give you, by seeing the shadow, like this, like I was saying, we were at that 29 degrees of Aquarius in this full moon energy. That's like looking at the shadow side of integrity and what really is in integrity related to what your inner knowing, your higher self, your more evolved version is wanting to be manifested. What is actually not in integrity with the frequency of who it is that you're becoming. And by seeing that, it may be difficult, it might be uncomfortable, because what is going to happen is you're going to have to release and let go of maybe experiencing grief in that space, release and let go of what isn't in alignment with that. And it's going to require you to learn some new things about the messages that are coming through that are going to inspire you forward, so that you can communicate, so that your actions can be really in alignment with your direction forward through whatever has kept you stuck and stagnant related to stability. Okay? So, what are we still working out here? There might be something related to a relationship that has caused you grief. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be just somebody who you care about. There might have been some experience in your current, something may have just recently sort of come to the surface related to a misalignment that you are getting really clear about, because you're really standing in a really grounded, stable, secure space. So when you're in that space of confidence, you can face whatever the misalignment is with integrity. Okay? So you're really healing and hopeful that what you are creating is going to really take on a pretty quick, you're gonna move forward pretty quickly. This isn't something that is going to stay around for too long. You just have to be willing to trust that you have laid the foundation. The integrity is solid in the foundation. So really holding space for yourself to set some boundaries, to create boundaries in a sense that you're like holding the space for yourself quietly, so that you can really awaken to what is being called in, that you're calling in, that your higher self is bringing to you. So you're creating the space so that you can receive it. There's a lady that drives around on her motorcycle and she blasts like 1960s and 70s music. I love her. Keep on rocking in the free world, girl. All right. Where are we headed here with this? Moving forward. Where are we going? Where are we moving? Okay. You're committing to really your values, your commitment to your values and your learning are giving you the insight to see the patterns that need to be transformed in this like really abundant space. Okay, so by really getting grounded in your values and seeing the patterns that are transforming gives you the wherewithal to really stand powerfully in this frequency of just like awakened, like the light is shining down vibrantly and giving you the energy that you need to pull you forward through this transformation, through this change, through this enlightenment, through this level up. Okay? So surrendering to that experience and just allowing for things to flow, I think is going to be helpful, but really also being true to yourself, knowing what your values are now, awakening to that, having that integral foundation, continuing to align in that frequency, continuing to stay in this energy of faith. Keep the faith around the design, living your life by design. So keeping the faith related to the design is going to bring in the energy that's going to be very prosperous, in a sense that it's going to be like unstoppable. You're going to be like, okay, here I am, here I'm going, this is what's up. And, holding the space for that awakening to occur and anchoring in the values and seeing the patterns that are being transformed and moving into that vibrant, happy, joyful, loving energy is what is the call to action. Woo-wee. Overcoming the obstacles, seeing the bigger picture, and being fearless and bold. Yeah, that's really the message. Just really being able to take it on and go forward in a way that you're gonna take a risk, and you're going to have to let go of some things in order for you're going to have to experience a little loss in order to experience abundance, okay? So releasing and letting go of some things are necessary for you to come into this experience of complete, like, manifested, action-oriented, bold, fearless, confident, abundant, integral, vibrant frequency, okay? And as you release and let go of what is no longer serving the higher self, that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be like moving and shaking, okay? All right. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hope there was a message in this reading. See you later, alligator.